What's up, guys? Aegis Crimson here. Well, not really Aegis anymore, but Crimson. So we're gonna be playing Fable Anniversary. I know I haven't uploaded to YouTube in a long time, but just been busy with work. I'm actually working graveyards now at this job I've been at for a while. Um, but now that I got my schedule sorted out, I kind of wanted to start uploading to YouTube more, and being encouraged by my older brother too. Um, to start that out, we're gonna play through this game, try and 100% it, get all the achievements, get all the rewards, all the collectibles, all the items. I do have all the DLC for this game. So, those of you who don't know about Fable, when Fable first came out, there was the original Fable game. Then they came out with Fable: The Lost Chapters, which was basically Fable but with DLC. And this game came out back when the original Xbox was around, just for people who don't know. Um, and basically was the DLC, like extra stuff after the game was over. And then they had Fable 2, Fable 3. Eventually, later on, the anniversary hit, and then they remastered this game, and it has all the DLC from Fable: The Lost Chapters, even some extra items that they put in that weren't in Fable: The Lost Chapters, and they added in 2 DLC packs, which I have both of them. So I think one of them adds like 11 weapons in the game and like a bunch of other costumes, and the other one adds even some more weapons and costumes in the game. So let's get right into it. We could either play how the game was originally intended, or for like if you die for good. Um, we're just gonna go with chicken, just because like some points in the game are frustrating enough as it is. This is my second take on this. The first time I was playing this game, I accidentally erased the footage, and I had like 5 episodes recorded. So
Deep in the forest of Albion lay the small town of Oakvale, unchanged by time and untouched by the sword. Here lived a boy and his family, a boy dreaming of greatness, of one day being a hero. Sometimes he imagined himself as a noble knight or a powerful wizard. And other times he dreamt he'd be an evil warrior. But in all his dreams of greatness, he could not possibly imagine the power of the destiny that lay before him.
there's supposed to be music playing, but for some reason, it's not picking it up.
Come on, wake up.
Oh, there it is.
Daydreaming again, were
Huh.
you? Just like your mother. Mind always wandering. Well, let it wander off to find your sister, will you? She's out playing by the Barrowfields gate. Remember, you haven't given her a birthday present yet. Don't tell me you forgot to get her one. Well, I'm not bailing you out this time, son. I tell you what, I'll give you a gold piece for each good deed you do around Oakvale. That should be enough to buy her a present. Now, get moving and stay out of trouble.
Alright. Let me just check the settings real quick. For some reason my music was turned all the way down. That's why there was no music in the cutscenes. Interesting. My bad. Because this game does have some really good music. Alright. So basically you just gotta go around and do good deeds. And your father's gonna give you a gold piece for every single one you do. You can come back here and there's this
Run along. We're busy.
Oh, come
dude,
sad.
messing
What?
with
I was just, I've never even met this woman. Who is she? Look, Sonny, keep your mouth shut about this, right? My wife's at home with our little ones, and I'm supposed to be working. But a man should be entitled to do what he likes, don't you think? Tell you what, if you keep this little secret, I'll give you a gold piece.
Alright, so for you guys who don't know, Fable is kind of a... It's kind of a unique game. It was one of the very first games to have choices directly affect your gameplay. So depending on if you're good or evil, it'll change how people react to you, it'll change your appearance. Yeah. So it's one of the first games that actually did that. So this game is like super dear to me because when me and my brother first got our original Xbox, we bought two games. We bought Need for Speed Underground and we bought Fable. So I played this game a good amount when I was a kid. I haven't played it in a long time. I think the last time I actually played this game, well, this actual game was in 2017. I think when they dropped the original anniversary remaster thing. So, but I didn't play it when the two DLCs were out for it, and I haven't played it in a while. So, you can see right there it says beware gossip. Sorry, I can't speak. Travels very quickly in Oakville.
Good lad. My advice: look after your.
So
Love you more than any of
you
the
can see right
others.
there it had the little face with the horns and +2. That means you got +2 negative affinity, so you did a bad deed. The only reason we said yes is for the gold piece. So
Honestly.
we're
Where's
actually
that
gonna come
filthy
over
layabout
here and
husband
tell
of
his
mine?
wife. We just wanted the gold piece out of it,
With
so we
some
don't really
woman I
care.
don't doubt. I run his house, bring up his children, and what do I get in return? Nothing. If you find him, let me know, won't you? You have? Right. I'm gonna turn him into Balverine food. Thank you, young sir, for telling me.
Oh yeah, just so you guys know, these first couple parts of this game are probably gonna be like an hour long. Just because, one, the first episode has a lot of the intro stuff.
Right, got you, you little ruffian. I've heard reports that accessory, that sort of behavior. If you were old, you need to just. I'll leave it at.
Shut up, dude. But yeah, so basically it's gonna be like an hour long because it has a lot of the intro stuff in it. You know, like a lot of cutscenes. You're not really getting too far in the game. It's not really opened up. And this game is sort of open world.
Get him off me! Please help! He goes around the town beating up anyone smaller than him. But you look strong. I bet you could scare him off for good.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Beat the shit out of him.
I'm sorry.
Nobody likes
I'll
a
leave
bully.
him alone. Just please don't hit me again.
Thank you. You stopped him good. Thank you. Here, I'll let you look after Rosie. She'll be safe with you.
If you guys are wondering, I'm playing on 1080p, so. Alright, so once you get the bear from him, you can come over and give it to this little girl, because
I
that's
lost
actually
Rosie.
her bear.
I left her and I can't remember where. Her stuffing needs changing today and I can't find her. Please help. She's a lovely little furry bear with a blue patch on her back. You found Rosie. Come on, Rosie. Let's change your stuffing.
Okay, so we got 3 good deeds done. You can come over here.
Oh, thank goodness. Listen, lad, could you do me a favour?
Maybe.
I've got to, answer a call of nature. Oh, stay here and watch this stock for me. There's a good lad. Just stand between those 2 stacks and don't move. I'll put a good word in for you when I get back. Right? Well,
I guess. So literally, this quest, you can just stand here and just wait out the timer.
My cousin says that the barrels in these warehouses might have stuff in them. Quick, while he's away, smash his barrels up and see what's inside. Unless you're too scared. Unless you're just a big blubbing girl. Come on, let's go and break stuff.
So the game does look
just gonna
way
stand
better
there
than
like
it
a
originally
lemon?
did. So, yes, I am gonna stand here, dude.
Being good is so boring.
Shut up.
Wouldn't you prefer to be smashing things?
So just so you guys know,
Come on,
I
there's
do
still time before he gets
intend
back.
on doing this playthrough as evil.
Oh, you're no
um,
fun at all.
Just because the last time I played through, I was good. So,
Fine. Have your stupid good deed then.
I want the money, bro. Jeez, shit's expensive in this game. A lot of the stuff that you get from the DLC packs, you have to purchase with in-game coin
Excellent, thanks, lad.
on
You've
top
done
of
me a
buying
big
them.
favour.
So they don't just give them to you because they're unique
I'll let your
weapons that
dad
are really
know what
good.
a
So,
splendid watchman you made.
all right, let's go talk to Pops and get our money. But yeah, there's a lot of things in this game, a lot of collectibles, a lot of trophies. It's a really fun game. They made a second and third one. Unfortunately, the second
I'm
or
a man
third
of my
one
word.
is
So,
not on
here's
PC.
the gold for your good deeds. But if you think that I'll turn a blind eye to your mischief, you're very wrong. Look, try to keep out of trouble, please. For me. Well,
I
think you
understand
may
that.
have enough there, son. Have you spoken to the trader?
Yeah, unfortunately, the second and third one are not on PC. First one, this game is really, really fun. I really enjoy this game. The second one was really, really good too. It is innovative. It skips a little bit farther ahead in the years.
Hello, lad. I'm a trader. I wander the world buying and selling wares, especially to fine folk like your good
That's a
self.
nice ass mustache, man.
Some little girl I saw said you have a sister, and it's her birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems you haven't got her a present yet.
Nope.
It just so happens that I have a rather nice box of sweets here. Guaranteed to put a smile on any sister's face.
3 gold pieces?
For only 3 gold pieces.
Not bad, man. I'll take
Young
you up on that
sir,
offer.
They are yours. Wish your sister a happy birthday from me now, won't you?
Yes, I will.
Isn't Oakvale a beautiful place?
I didn't mean to talk to him. Alright, but yeah, unfortunately the second and third one wasn't on PC. Or at least the second one isn't. I don't know if the third one is or not. I didn't really play it too much of the third one. I think it might be, maybe, I don't know. The second one was very innovative. It was really good too. People are kind of mixed on the third one.
Hello, little brother.
And then after that,
I
the
hope
series
you haven't
kind of died
forgotten
off.
what day it is, like you did last year. I'm sorry if I woke you up last night. It was another of those dreams. I was standing in this field when something happened, but I can't remember what. Never mind that, though. I'm still waiting for my present. I knew you were going to bring me chocolates. It's just like my dream.
Some chocolate.
Come on, let's go home. Mother will be back for my party any minute now.
Alright.
Wait, there's something wrong.
Bandits!
Just like I said, it does have great music.
It's really happening. They're here. You've got to hide.
Got one!
Yep. It's funny, I actually do still have an original
Evil
Xbox.
had come to
I have
Oakvale.
Fable and I have
Bandits
Fable,
wielding
The
torches
Lost
and steel,
Chapters, both on
slaying
disc.
and burning all in their path. Blood-red flames lit the night as the villagers screamed and begged for mercy, and soon their bodies filled the streets. Then the raiders reached the last house, where the boy and his family lived. It was them they had slaughtered so many to find. The father fought to protect his kin, but he was no warrior, and fell mortally wounded. The bandits ripped the house apart, but could not find the boy. Through torture and threats, his mother and sister remained silent, and their furious attackers took them both. From the nearby woods, the boy watched as all he knew was taken away, his whole life was crushed to ashes. He was alone.
If you guys are wondering where you can buy this game, you can buy it on Steam. I think you can buy the original Lost Chapters, and you can buy this one. But I would just say just buy this one. I mean, it's the Lost Chapters. It has updated graphics, so might as well, right? And newer items and extra items from DLC that never came out in the original. So. Get wrecked, Sam.
We must leave. It's not safe here. They're all dead. You don't want to join them, do you? Then give me your hand.
If you guys see the blue lines on his face, I'll actually explain those a little bit later. I can just explain it now. There's 3 different categories of how you spend your EXP in this game. So there's like will, which is basically magic.
I thought you'd have a stronger
skill,
stomach
which
than
uses
that.
like archery.
Come on.
And then there is
Save your energy, boy.
basically melee.
It's not me you want to fight. You might not realize it, but I just saved your life. There's nothing left for you in Oakvale. And if you'd stayed, you'd be as dead as the rest of them. Come with me.
The reason why he has those blue lines on his face is if you spend enough money, or not money, if you spend enough EXP
My
in the
name
3
is
different
Maze,
skill trees,
and I'm the head of the Guild of Heroes.
it affects
You
how your
must have heard
character
of it.
looks.
You'll find nowhere safer in all of Albion, nor a better place to call your home. And if it's vengeance you want, you'll need the training only we can offer. Here we are. I'll introduce you to the Guildmaster. He'll be your guide from now on.
So if you spend money in will, or not, God, I keep saying money. If you spend EXP in will, you'll get those blue lines on your
I
face.
have a new student for you.
And
Put
on
him in
your
the
body.
dorm upstairs with the
If
girl.
you spend EXP
You don't look
on
much like hero material
basically
to
melee,
me, but Maze
your
knows
character
what
will
he's
get
doing, I
physically
suppose.
bigger, stronger,
Well,
like a
follow
wider
me then.
back, like his stature will grow. He'll get buffed, basically. If you spend EXP in skill, you'll get taller, lengthier. So this game has a
You'll
lot
be
of.
sharing this room with Whisper,
I like
one
how
of our brightest
doing
young
different things
pupils.
affects how your character
She's
looks
playing in
and
the
how
woods
people
right
react
now,
to you. So.
but you'll meet her in the morning. For now, you should get some sleep. Your training starts tomorrow.
Like I said, this game's very unique because it's one of the first games to the choices affect your gameplay. If you're good, your hair will end up turning like a light color or white. You'll have like a halo around your head, and you'll have butterflies around you.
It's
Kinda
time
like,
to wake
like
up.
ghostly butterflies.
You must be my roommate.
If you're
Shorter than I
evil,
expected.
oh, and your
My
eyes will be
name's
blue
Whisper.
too. If you're good, like they'll
I've
be
been
like a
here
really
for a
light
month.
blue. If you're
Had the
evil,
room to myself till now too. But that's all
you'll
right.
grow some
You know you
crazy,
talk in your
crazy
sleep.
horns.
Sounded like a bad
You'll
nightmare.
lose your hair,
Happens to a
like
lot
your hair
the
will
first
fall
week.
out,
Some don't even
and you'll have
last that
flies
long.
around you.
You won't either if you don't get moving.
And your eyes, I think they go,
The Guildmaster is
they're
waiting
red,
for us
and
in
they
the
have
map
like
room.
kind of like veins or
You don't
cracks
want to
in
be
your
late
skin
on
that
your
are red
first
around
day.
your eyes. So
Follow me.
pretty crazy.
Looks like the Guildmaster got tired of waiting for you. He's probably at the training grounds across the river. Let's go!
So in the original game, like this map right here wasn't that detailed. It wasn't like 3D. It didn't come off of the. It didn't come up off of the surface. Originally, that was just like a flat surface with you know, the map on it. That was it. But that one's like way more detailed. These graves right here, these graves are actually of heroes, like great heroes. If you read the tombstones, it'll actually tell you what they did. So. Alright.
We're discussing
this.
whether I'm the fastest apprentice in this guild. I ran to the demon door and back. Right then, get...
So basically his bet is you have to run to the demon door, which is over here, in less than 50 seconds. When you're a young child like this, you can do it. It's just a little difficult. You gotta be like kind of careful, not run into anything. Gotta take the shortest distance possible. I think last time when I did it, before I lost the footage, because I'm a tard, I think I actually got it first shot with only like, I think 2 or 3 seconds to spare.
Yeah, well, if it wasn't for my injury...
That's amazing!
Yeah, 3 seconds
How
to
did
spare.
you do it?
So you can
Lost my bet.
barely do it. And you get 25 gold for it. Oh, sorry, lady. The little green markers on the map are kind of green circles. Those are quests. So, or like people that have, like, basically point of interest. These chests right here, you see how it says 20 on it? Basically, you need 20 silver keys to unlock that chest. I know in some other games, kind of like, you know, Zelda, you get a key, you use it, and the key goes away because it's like a one-time use only thing. This game, it's not like that. You need to get, like, you can open regular chests that don't have any number on them, just like right off the bat. They don't require any keys. But those that have numbers on them require keys. So you need 20 keys to unlock that chest. So, and I think there's 50 in the game altogether. I think, if I remember right. I know the achievement is like for 30.
Listen, I have to make an apple pie for the guildmaster at the end of the week. But I can't find any more red apples. If you find enough, can you bring them back here? Thanks. Thank you so much. Here. Have...
So yeah, you get a blueberry pie for picking up those apples and giving them to her. And there's one last thing we can do before we go talk to the guild master. It's funny, they call him the guild master, but he doesn't... I don't think he has any powers. He's like not an actual hero. Oh, this is kind of some representations, like some examples of some gear in the game. This is like some knight's armor right here. That's like heavy plate melt. In different, there's usually 3 different versions of some sorts of armor in the game too.
Journey's length is of no consequence. The Oracle must be protected.
How can you be so sure? We might need you here. Who knows what battles we might face?
The signs are too strong to ignore, and the Northern Wastes have been too long isolated from the Guild. There is much I may learn there.
Well, I hope nobody thinks you're running away from a fight, trying to cheat death again. You know how people talk.
Talk is of no matter to me. May death close his eyes to you, Maze.
What are you waiting for? Come in. That was Scythe. He was a great hero once, back when he had flesh on his bones and blood in his veins. He's just a shell now. What does he know of the choices we have to make, of what it takes to get things done?
So it's just a little cool interaction that you can see, and then it introduces you to Scythe, who was a hero, a great hero at one point. I don't know what happens, or what happened
That
with him.
showed you, didn't it?
Where he's like all like old and looks like he's like a zombie now, but I don't know. Alright, let's go ahead and come over here and talk to the guildmaster.
You've finally... All right, lad. It's time to see if you've any potential. Get in the ring.
You get in the ring, dude.
Now then,
Jeez.
I want you
You
to
old
hit
ass.
that dummy as hard as you can. Just keep going till I tell you to stop.
Alright.
Not making much of an impact there, are
No,
you?
because I'm a little
Here,
ass kid.
Try with this. Now that's more like it. When you destroy an enemy like this dummy, it drops an experience orb. These orbs contain the knowledge gained from killing the creature. It's very important that you collect these orbs, or you won't learn anything. Now pick it up.
Alright. So that's basically how you get EXP in the game. You kill the enemy, it drops these orbs, you pick the orbs up, and then
sounds like there might be something loose in the
gives you
woods.
EXP.
This is a good opportunity to test your spirit. I'll wait for you at the Guildwood's entrance while you deal with the problem. Once you're done, we can talk about starting your training.
So basically, there was a different categories, like I was telling you guys, of EXP in the game. There's the melee, the skill, the will, and then there's just general EXP. You get general EXP for killing enemies, but you also get one of the 3 other categories of EXP by using it. So if you use will to kill enemies, you're going to get EXP for will. So you can't just go and you know, be using melee all the time and then use that melee EXP to level up your will. You have to, you know, use that melee to get the EXP for it. I mean, you could use the general EXP you get to level it up, but that's kind of a waste, so. Up in the left-hand corner, you see that blue circle with the X through it. That's the combat multiplier. So the higher your combat multiplier, the more EXP you're gonna get after you're done fighting. But it's not gonna be general EXP.
Lad.
It's gonna be
Can be a
one of the other 3 categories, like I was saying.
I think you've earned yourself some pocket money for that.
Hell yeah.
If you want more gold, I'm sure the servants could use your help with something. Or you
I already
can get
did
an early
everything
night.
that they asked, bro.
The guild was now the boy's life. The memory of the Oakvale flames still scorched his mind, but soon he had no thought other than training, and he became stronger and more agile with every passing year.
This game is super
His
new to
days
me.
were filled with grueling exercise,
Actually thinking
the
back
nights
tattoo
with study in the library.
for this game. So,
Finally, he was
none of
ready
you know
to
it,
become
it's
a
like the
guild
original
apprentice,
cover of
just
Fable.
as Maze had
It
foreseen.
has
The real training
you as a
was
child
about
like
to begin.
reaching towards kind of like it looks like water rippling, and then on the other
Get
side
out
it's
of bed,
you when you're
lazy
older.
bones. We were
and,
supposed to meet the guildmaster on the other side of the river.
Think you're
but
evil.
that was an
I
hour
think.
ago.
So, and then
We
he's
better get
reaching
going.
back. So it's kind of like
Race you there.
he's reaching with the right hand, the other one's reaching with the left, and then in the middle it's a ripple, and it's kind of like a mirror of yourself when you're older. So you can see there's a little bit of a time skip. You're a little bit older now, a little bit taller. I'd say probably like around, you know, 12, 13, something like that. And you guys can see our money did go up. That's one of the reasons why in the beginning of the game I did kind of do that bad deed and tell the guy that I wasn't going to tell his wife, but then I did anyways just for the gold piece, because when you do the time skip, your money goes up. So all that money that I got for, you know, doing the quest earlier, I think I had $27, and then when we did this time skip, I went up to 97. So you ended up getting a lot more money just for free, so might as well, right?
You can put that old stick away. We'll begin training with real weapons now. Get used to the weight of this sword, and let's see if you can hit Whisper with it.
So,
Come on then.
Iron longsword.
Let's see what you've got, farm boy.
I really don't like that she calls me farm boy. So you guys can see when I hit her,
How did that get through?
there's that little fist on the left-hand corner that's red. That's because
Now
I'm
pay
using
attention.
melee. So
What I'm about to teach you could well save your life one day. The life of a hero is a dangerous one, and you must learn to block your enemy's attacks if you expect to live long. Whisper will try to hit you, but you can block her attacks with your sword. Not all blows can be blocked, but you should be able to handle anything Whisper can throw at you.
yeah, some are unblockable. So. And you don't have to be facing the enemy. Like, she could attack you from the back. As long as you're blocking, you'll block it. So, while you're blocking, you can also roll.
Well done. Now let's see if you can combine attack.
That's
and
Thunder.
defense.
That's her older brother. So, he's a hero.
Ah, hello, Thunder. Come to check on your sister's progress, have you?
You could say that.
Whisper told me you've got a training with some farm boy.
Ugh, so annoying that they
Maze
call me
thinks
farm
the
boy.
has great potential.
Enough to keep up with my Whisper. Ha!
Well, why don't we see?
It irks me very
Whisper and
bad.
the boy are just working on
They
their
just sit there
melee
and call me
skills now.
a farm boy. Like, jeez.
All right, children. Let's see who has learnt the most in their training. This will be a no-holds-barred duel, just like your final melee test. Prepare yourselves.
All right.
I'll hit you next time.
That's all wrong, Whisper. You need to practice more. Shame you couldn't see
Rip.
me fight in the arena. You might have learned a thing or two. Keep training if you want to go there yourself one day.
I could have beaten him if you hadn't stopped us.
We have few enough heroes as it is, without the two of you tearing each other apart in training. Speaking of which, meet me as I make my way to the archery range, when you're ready to continue your lessons. Oh, and about your melee performance? Excellent. Fight like that in your melee exam and you'll do well.
Alright.
Then meet me by the archery range to continue your training.
So from there you could either go and you can repeat it if you want to practice a little bit more, but I mean you don't really have to. So, and after you end up completing each of these three different, probably like the principles of being a hero,
with the bow.
there's gonna be somebody else that comes and
To begin with, see if you can hit
kind of
the three
retest you, to test
stations.
how good your skills are, and they'll
Put
give
some
you
effort into it.
a
The longer you
a
pull
reward
back your bowstring, the
if you
more
do
damage
good
you
enough.
will
So.
cause. But make sure you stay within the circle.
Alright.
Well done. You hit all the targets.
So there's two different types of ranged
Unfortunately,
weapons.
most foes don't stand
It's
still.
either a longbow, so like a
Let's see how
traditional
you
bow,
fare against moving
or a
targets.
crossbow.
You have a minute to score as many points as you can. The front target is worth 1 point. The middle one is worth 3.
And the back
and the
one's
one at the
9.
back will score you 9 points. And remember, the longer you pull back your bowstring, the more damage the shot will cause. More damage means more points, but you have to balance power, firing rate, and accuracy. Let's see what you can do. Come on, lad. Get your bow out.
Alright. So you can actually aim in like this. Oh, too far. Oh damn, I suck. So you only have to get 10 points total. So if you actually hit the back one, you yeah, you don't really need. So it says the back one's worth 9 points, but I think it depends on how hard you hit it too. So if you hit it with a fully charged arrow, you get more points. So in order to hit this one, I kind of wait until he gets to, oh damn. So at the very end of the castle, you see how there's 3 different. Oh damn, I'm sucking right now. Earlier when I did this, before I lost the gameplay, I got like a crazy amount. But yeah, there's the 3 pillars on the last tower. You kind of wait until it's at the second pillar to let go in the middle, and then you'll hit it.
Shooting, my lad.
So
Do that in your skill test, and I'll be most impressed.
there is stealth in the game, but it's
Next,
not really.
we will learn about the
You won't
ways
get any
of the
combat
world.
multipliers for stealth.
Speak to me when you're ready to continue with your training.
So you can't be
I'll
like a
heading
sneaky
to the
archer or anything
island
like
by the
that.
waterfalls.
Stealth is more for, I'd say, like stealing stuff without getting noticed. So, come on, man. I guess I'll run over here and do this one.
Want to practice?
Right.
This melee combat.
Training any nice young men.
Right. Let's get with. I have a.
So basically, it's kind of like a reenactment of the test we did with Whisper earlier. But this one's graded, so you don't want to let her hit you, really. You can see how my sword's glowing blue.
How did that get through?
The reason my sword is glowing blue is because it's a flourish, basically.
You can stop now.
So she's
That was
blocking,
very
and it's so you can
impressive.
break through their
Whisper
block.
should be ashamed. A+. That grade means I can award you a new weapon.
So you'll know by your sword glowing blue, and then you also see down in the
really
right-hand
showed
corner,
Whisper.
you'll see your attack button is also glowing blue. So you just hold down your whatever your attack button is. So since I'm playing with an Xbox controller, mine is X, and you'll do the flourish. So for beating her, you actually get an iron katana. So it does 2 more damage than the iron longsword. I think it's actually. I can't remember if it's faster than the longsword or not. It might be.
Now the guildmasters asked me to grade everyone's archery skill. And if you've got 1 minute.
Okay, and here's a test for this one. So as you level up your archery, that basically the crosshair won't be as shaky. Yeah, it's pretty easy. You only have to hit the back 2 maybe a handful of times and you get it. See, I already got it, and I still have 30 seconds. Throughout the game, there is a couple archery contests that you gotta do. I think there's 2. I think there's one in Knothole Glade, and there's one somewhere else in the game. And there's also fishing contests too. Or no, there's not. Yeah, there's one fishing contest, and I think there is another one. Oh yeah,
You
there's
set a
some
new
some
high
other
score.
contests. But
Wow, I ain't never
depending
seen
on how
any
you
better than
score, you'll
that.
get rewards
You've got an A+.
accordingly.
The guildmaster said if anyone shot brilliant, I could award them this.
So I should have hit X instead of. So yeah, in this game there's the longbows and crossbows are the 2 ranged weapons. Like in Fable 2, one of the big things is that they introduced guns because there was a leap forward in the years. So I don't know exactly what year this is, or this game takes place, like in this game's storyline. But then yeah, the game leaps forward and civilization advances more, and you end up being able to use crossbows, bows, or like handguns, or like rifles, or kind of blunderbuss like shotguns. It's pretty cool. That's one of the reasons why I really like the second one. And also you get a pet in the second one. You get a dog.
See how many you can
companion.
hit in half a minute.
So
only attack dummies that are facing the center of the island. You won't get any points for hitting one on the back.
I might end up buying like
valuable mana.
an Xbox One like later down the road, maybe when there's like a Black Friday sale, and then just to play Fable 2 and Fable 3, like. Because those games are so fun. Easily like one of my favorite game trilogies. I mean, more the second one and the first one than anything. I played the third one just a little bit. The third one had some really interesting concepts though. I'm out of mana. Like in the third one, you choose a weapon, and then depending on the weapon you choose, like the more you use it and the way you use it, it evolves. Like it's an evolving weapon. So you'll get like kind of like how I got the iron longsword. If you were to choose like the basic iron longsword or whatever,
or you can spend some
it'll
more
like
time
evolve.
exploring the guild.
The more you use it, the
believe
more you
Whisper is
fight
about
with
to go
it.
into the guild
How you
if
fight
you
with
wish
it,
to
it'll
join her.
change, and it'll like level up. It's pretty cool.
I hope you're ready. The boy mastered the skills quickly, but
I
there was
messed up.
always more to learn. For years, the guild was his home,
So,
his school, and his
right
life.
there, I should have
But
hit
as time
play
passed, his thoughts
instead of
returned
continue,
always to the world outside.
because
the
you
life
can
he had
do the
lost,
will test,
the family that had been torn from
and the
him.
will test is you just gotta hit as many
At
as
last,
you can. I think if you hit
only
like
the
15,
final day of tests
you end up
remained.
getting
Success would
some
mark the
potions
end
and
of
crap
his
for
training.
free, and then you can go in the
He would
woods with
receive
Whisper,
the guild
and
seal
there's 3
and be
bandits
free to forge
that
his
you
own
could,
destiny.
Ow, my
He would
forearm
become a
just cramped.
hero.
There's 3 bandits that you can fight,
Before you
and
graduate,
kill them.
there is one final test you must complete. Enter the guild woods and go to the log at the top of the hill. The test will be revealed to you there. Good luck.
I think I can still eat. Yes, I still can.
Really showed Whisper.
Sweet, I can still do the will test. So you can notice my guy's a little bit older again. There's a time skip. That was the last time skip in the game. Pretty sure. But yeah, I think my guy's like around probably 17, 18 now. You know, basically a young adult. So let's do this will test. I kind of messed up before. But the trade-off with the crossbow, it does do more damage, but it takes longer
You
to
can't
reload.
start this test till you've finished your current one.
Oh, god damn it. So
You really showed Whisper.
they want me to do that. So I wonder if I can do this other side mission over here. So there's this side mission over here where this guy wants you to. There's some birds that are like pooping and messing up the guild, and he wants you to get rid of them.
I need someone to kill the sparrows nesting around.
Sure.
Those damn sparrows are making a right mess of the guild. Just look at them. I'll pay you 5 gold for everyone you kill. Just come and see me every time you kill another one. Killed any of the blighters yet?
I don't know how many of them there are. You don't want to do this quest unless you like intend on being evil. Just so you guys know. Aw, damn. So yeah, you do get negative renown for doing this. So that's why I was saying, or not negative renown, you get negative affinity. Oh, what the hell? That's why I was saying you kind of don't want to do this unless you are gonna be evil. So I got 2.
Killed any of the blighters yet?
Yes.
Good. More of the There are still more out there.
Giant moon. It's blue. Let's see if we got them all.
Good. More of the There are still more out there.
Oh. I think I got them all. Yeah, he gives you 5 gold pieces for every one you take out, so. And if you're evil, or if you're gonna be evil.
Ah, you got another. I think that's the last. Here's a little bonus.
Yeah, see, look at that. So, he gives you 5 for every single one you take out, plus an extra 25 on top of that. So, I'd say it's pretty worth it. I mean, it's kind of, and it's a completionist thing, so. I mean, I did the quest, so might as well. I think when I was playing earlier and before I lost like the 2 episodes of footage that I had, I didn't do that. I just skipped it because I was going to be
I
good.
suppose you're wondering how you pass the final test then. It's simple. You must defeat me, using all you've learned in your years of training. We'll begin with your sword. Hit me, if you can. Come on!
Come on, bro.
Attack me! Very... Good. You're quick. Ha! Well done. Go on.
So yeah, how this game is based, you can kind of sort of make like different characters, like different classes
Excellent.
within the game. So you can be like a straight up mage that uses just all spells. You can be like an assassin that uses like kind of like a magical assassin that uses some spells to assist you, on top of using a melee weapon like a katana or a long sword or like, you know, cleaver, pick hammer. Oh, he wants me to cast lightning at him. I keep forgetting. Or you can be just like a straight up like brute that wears heavy armor and uses two-handed weapons.
That's enough.
Or
Yes.
you can kind of be like a
impressive
swordsman
for a
that
novel.
uses like, you
You'll
know,
find real
lighter armor
battles
with
rather more fatal than this.
just like a straight up
But
sword.
you have passed your final test, and you're ready to receive your guild seal from the guild master.
Thank you. Alright. But yeah, you can kind of do like individual classes in the game throughout. Like, another one for instance is you can be, there's a skill called multi-shot that basically empowers your bow.
Well, this is the day, lad. I remember the first night you came to us. And look at you now. Maze's faith in you was well placed. Now come along. The graduation ceremony will take place in the Chamber of Fate, the oldest part of the guild. Let the apprentices approach. For many years now, you have worked hard to earn yourselves the title of hero. Today, that apprenticeship ends and you go out into the world to do great deeds. Deeds that will bring you the gratitude of thousands.
Alright,
Or
sorry guys.
strike
I was
fear
talking and then
into
my
their
mom
hearts.
came in and asked me a couple
These
questions
are
real
dark
quick.
times. The shadows
So
of
like I was
Albion
saying,
are
there is a
stirring,
skill,
and
or not a
strange
skill,
winds
a magic
Your choices,
spell
whether they lead you
that
down
makes
the
it
path
so
of good
your
or
arrows, like
evil,
instead of shooting one
will
arrow,
change the
it'll
face
shoot like
of the world.
3. So it'll
Now, take your
basically
guild
make
seals
more of the arrow.
and venture
So yeah, you can be like a
forth.
magical archer if you use that skill and level it up. It'd be pretty good. You shoot one arrow and it's like they get hit by like 3 or 4 instead. I think when you level it up, it'll like make more arrows. So there's also a
It's time for you
ability
to leave
called
us now.
multi-strike too. It's
But
the same
you're
thing but
still
with the sword.
very much part of the guild. On the map table, you will find
Sorry if you guys
details
hear my
of any
dogs barking.
quests the people of Albion
My window's
wish
open
heroes
and
to perform.
because it's hot in my
And
room.
you'll need to return often to focus all your experience into new skills. Only by doing this regularly will you advance as a hero. Step into the light, and I'll show you how to do this.
I don't need your help, man. Alright. So they give you a little bit of skills. So as you can see, here's the 3 different abilities for strength. So you guys can see in this like little demonstration on the side, he was skinny and then cuts to him being yoked and bigger. So as you level up physique, just makes it so you can use heavier weapons easier, and the more damage you you deal with melee weapons. Health increases your health. Toughness makes it so you take less damage. Speed, so how fast you can swing your weapon and fire ranged weapons. Accuracy, you know, how good your accuracy is with the bow, like with the crosshair, so it's not as shaky. And also, you deal more damage with ranged weapons. Guile, so it just makes you sneaky. Oh dang, I didn't even know that it gives you better prices. That's sick. Before, I used to think that that wasn't like really that good, but now, guess that's what happens when you read and you're young and you don't really pay attention. Okay, so here is the will. There's a lot of different will. There's 19, see? Some of them can only be mastered by being good, some of them can only be mastered by being evil. So this is a multi-shot thing I was telling you about. So you fire one arrow and it shoots like fucking 6 instead, like you see right there. Ghost Sword summons basically some Ghost Swords to help in combat. Heal life. It basically heals you. Decent. Um, but yeah, you can see it says only the virtuous can master this spell, so only the good can master that. Magical power just increases your mana and how fast your your mana regens, I think. Assassin's Rush, this is what I was talking about. You just basically teleport behind the enemy in the blink and you can get a free hit off on him. Berserk, have to be evil to master spell, but it makes you bigger, so you increases your basically go Hulk. It increases your melee damage and makes you swing a lot faster. If you have a two-handed weapon and you use this, you'll actually swing it with one hand, which is pretty cool. Physical shield, your mana basically becomes a shield on you instead. Only the good can master that spell. It's kind of lame. Summon, basically summon like something you've killed. So if you kill the bee, for instance, right there, you'll summon it. If that bee kills a werewolf, it'll be able to be the werewolf. Drain life, you have to be evil to master that one. So you just drain life from an enemy. Slow time, slows down time. You attack the same speed. Turncoat. This is a cool spell. I don't think this was in the original game, but it makes your basically makes the enemy attack his ally. Pretty cool. I'll end up getting this because there's an achievement for basically making somebody kill their ally. So there's an achievement for that. Force Push, just an AoE knockback. Infernal Wrath. This was not in the original game. You had to get Fable: The Lost Chapters in order to get this skill and this skill. These are the two different versions of the same skill. They do like the same thing, but one's for being evil, one's for being good. So. Lightning, chain lightning. Multi-strike, this is just like the bow, but with the sword. Battle charge is just like a charge that knocks people back. Fireball is pretty decent. Literally a fireball. Inflamed is just a knockback. We're actually gonna go with... We're actually gonna get the fireball. And you can undo the level up if you want. How much do I have left? 116? No.
There is
Whatever.
little else for me to teach you, but I will always be around to offer you guidance. And your guild seal will allow me to communicate with you at all times. You will also notice it flashing when you have enough experience to spend. I have given you a basic pack of supplies. It'll be enough for a while. Now there's a whole world for you to explore.
Alright. So yeah, it gives you 2 files, a couple health potions, some food, some money. Take our first quest, head on out. So this game is semi-free roam. There is some parts that are locked away that you can't get through because they're related to quests, or you're not like far enough in the game to unlock it.
Hurry!
We're gonna take a detour real quick though. Cut these thorns, and here's your first silver key right here. There's a puzzle with this statue. You'll notice as you go in and out of different instances, this statue moves. There's a puzzle with it, and I can't exactly remember it. That's one thing I'll have to look up.
It's this way.
And what's crazy for this game,
got to say
especially the anniversary edition, you can buy like a hard book collector's edition guide for the game that tells you how to get everything and where everything's at. But it's like crazy expensive. I think on Amazon people wanted like $80 for it. And then there's other ones that were way more expensive too.
Thanks for saving me. I'm gonna tell everyone about you.
Kill the wasp pretty fast like that with the lightning. And here's the wasp queen. Basically spawns more wasps.
Strike down the wasps. Your bow may prove useful against the Wasp Queen.
You guys can see in the corner the blue hand. Right there in the corner, it's basically me getting EXP for using
more wasps have spawned, but they are no match for your
weapon. Using Will, and my combat multiplier is going up.
Attack the Wasp Queen again. Remember, you can also use your will powers against her.
You're welcome. So you got a trophy, it's a Wasp Queen's head, 500 gold, some more renowns, EXP. If you actually come back around and look around the picnic area, there's actually a lot of free stuff. So, beard, some apples, are good, pie.
Chicken chaser.
Okay, you hear how he just called me chicken chaser?
Well then, chicken chaser.
That's one of the reasons why, when I first played through this game, a lot of the times I end up being evil because when I was a kid, you know, I didn't know why they kept calling me that, kept calling me chicken chaser, and it was very annoying because they're basically like making fun of you. The reason why they call you that is because I don't know if you guys saw earlier, when I left the guild, there was a guy to the left and he had a stall. He's a vendor.
Maze is looking for you. He waits for you in the Barstone Tavern.
He is a, basically he's a title vendor. As you get more renown, he unlocks more and more titles, that guy down there. You can buy them and then people will call you that instead of calling you a chicken chaser, so.
Look at this filthy pile of... He really expects people... Great. Try belt...
You little snot bag! You
Ah,
know
not
nothing
me.
of the world.
Dirt to the old fool over there.
You too. What? Oh, now you... It's bad enough. I should have... If you really want to impress people, try belt...
You just gotta keep burping
I'm
at
not
him.
putting up with this. There's plenty of other places to go. It's bullies like you that make old-timers' lives a misery.
Nice one, mate. If you see anyone you don't like, it's always worth stopping to let them know. I'm sure you'll discover some great insults.
Yeah, there's some pretty
I
funny
can't hang around.
emotes in this
I've got to
game.
ruin his life some more. Hey, Stinky, come back here.
I only did that to get the negative affinity, so. Okay, you can see there's the first city down there. It's called Bowerstone, so. We actually have to come down here and talk to Maze, so. But alright guys, that's gonna do it. Time's up for the first episode. Be on the lookout for more Fable content. I'm going to be doing tons and tons of videos on this game. Trying to 100% it and get everything like I said. Also all the DLC items. Just be on the lookout for it. I intend to, after I'm done with the Fable games, I'm going to be doing probably some Fallout games like New Vegas 3 and 4. And actually finish 4. Because of I was doing a series on it and then I ended up moving my hard drives on my PlayStation, losing all the footage off the other one, so I kind of got bummed out about that. And then I'm gonna do Skyrim Special Edition too, because I have a bunch of DLC from the Creation Club on that game, and yeah, it's a great game. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good day.